I'm going to be taking you through our recent reporting update and show you some of the new features and changes that have happened. So let's navigate across to our reporting area. We'll go into one of these reports. Let's try billings for last month. Now you'll notice there's this panel along the top that indicates that there is some unsupported legacy filters on this report. Now this is easy to fix, but you do need to have a little bit of an understanding as to why the filters are not working. So if we jump into the filters popover, you can see here we have our filter options selected, but there is a problem. So here, if we read through the report settings, we have show records where the invoice entered is within the last month and the status is open and status is paid. So there's a lot of ands in there, and that's the problem. So what we're really looking for is invoices that were entered within the last month, and then we want to be able to look at invoices that are open or paid in that period, and that's where the problem is. So what we need to do is we need to just delete these two options, and we want to include that or open or paid. But when we add that as a condition, we only have the option to sort of set and or. So what we want to do is create a group. So we want invoices that have been entered within the last month and the status of the invoice is open, and another condition within that group, which is or status is paid. So that's the way to correct the legacy filters, right? So we now have a report filter that reads a little bit clearer. So we've got report filters, show records where invoice entered is within the last month and the invoice status is open or paid. So all those conditions are met, so we get the result. Now if I just go and click save changes on this report, that notification will go away, and we now have our report filters working as they should. So you might notice that there are more options, and you can do a lot more with report filters now. So if I wanted to exclude certain statuses, I could do something along the lines of add a condition where the project, let's go label, is not branding, for example, right? And that'll filter the report even further. So you can exclude values by using is not. There are different options for different types of filters. So if I just delete these options here, you can see with dates we have the options for things like is after, before, or on. So with these additional options, you'll be able to do a lot more with reports.